morning, Toastmasters. Good
morning.
Super. I declare the 756th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club is open. It is also super because after a long time, I could see a lot of people in the house. See, membership, please put a toll on the gate. Okay, so today I am going to just want to speak about one most important thing I missed and most of us missed in recent times. Almost recent times means almost 5 to 10 years in our generation, which means we are 90s kids, right? So we used to have that capability to have that sense. But in recent times, because of either mobile or information overload, we are losing that skill. The skill is listening, right? Because whenever we are trying to explain the things, immediately especially kids or the younger people, immediately I know. Don't need to give to because of the mobile. Either most of the time we used to get the information through Google search, right? I think 2 to 3 months before, I just went for an education session in a college on artificial intelligence. Most of the time they are coming with details because they know already how to get the information. See, do this course. This is how it will go. See, don't explain all this. I know already. Then I gave one use case. How you will solve it? No one answers, right? The reason is they give only the information. There is no logical connectivity between the information. This is how it will start. This is how it will end. These are the process we need to integrate. This is how each component will speak. All these things, the experienced person or those who have worked on that, they can explain. But all the simple components, they will just give the information. Information alone won't help you at any cost, right? So the skill we need to develop because we are lacking it. That even I feel sometimes, even during this meeting or whatever the meeting, in 1 or 2 minutes, if the session is not interest as you expect, right? Out of 10, definitely 8 people will have some intention to listen or they have some similarity between the context, right? But 2 people, they lose confidence, their expectation is different, right? So immediately they get their phone, okay, Insta, WhatsApp, whatever the distraction subject is there, we will just focus on there, right? So I request you and me as well, do not use phone during the entire meeting. The reason, again, I am saying, I attended a few other club meetings as well. One of the senior Toastmaster just explained. I took one notebook and started writing. Whatever he is saying, I started writing. He simply said one quote. Body is innocent, is the culprit. We don't know when we will get those kind of a simple context, but it gives a lot of meaning, right? So to put in your ear and it should be converted into a scenario, you can put it in your mind so that whenever you have a chance to express this quote or sentence, it will just come out, right? So try to listen, even for me, because that's what I thought to do. I will just put my mobile in my bag in the last bench. I thought to focus only on whatever the sentence all the speakers are speaking here, try to observe. That's the only way. We need to have a lot of words and listening it will give some improvement in our day-to-day life. Thank you so much for patiently listening, and we'll go for guest intro before going into the secretary report. So any guests here? Okay, Kannan. Yes, you are the Kannan.
Hi, good morning. My name is Kannan. This is third time I'm coming as a guest. So, you know that I'm working in financial institutions. Okay, my office is in Bangalore and I'm near to every week. So sometimes I'm able to come here, sometimes I'm not able to say because I'm work in Bangalore. I continue working there sometimes holidays and this. Sometimes even go to night. So I'm not able to continue work all day. So that's the reason. Yeah, that's a short intro about me.
Thank you. Vignesh.
Hi, good morning to all. I'm Vignesh from Tirupur. I completed my MSc Software Systems in 2023. It's a 5 years integrated course. After that, I worked as a developer in first year Japan company. Now I'm currently learning a production support and looking for job. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your name? Please come on the stage.
Yes. I just entered in, so suddenly if you ask me to come on the time, I couldn't understand. Suddenly.
Just introduce yourself. Your name, where are you coming from, how did you know about Madras Toastmasters?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So I have recognized this Toastmasters through online in Google. So I came to know that this is happening somewhere nearby my place. So I thought of attending the session as a guest today. And I come from Berecheri and I'm working as a software professional.
This is not surprise. I feel. Thank you so much for introducing in front of the club. So let's have our secretary report.
For the benefit of the guests, the secretary report is the minutes of the previous meeting. So the previous meeting the last week was about the theme Future Unfolded, What Lies Ahead. And the word of the day was Envision. And Toastmaster Sriridhi Kirti was the Toastmaster of the day. And the highlights of the meeting is that many of our ExCom members went for a contest in the Coimbatore. So we had a challenge of maintaining how only the role players were present in the meeting. So we were finding it difficult to keep the Josh, but we, however, made it possible to ensure that the meeting went smoothly. Today, to see so many people here is very exciting. Let me see how this meeting goes today.
It looks like a general evaluator report of last meeting. Thank you so much. So to take the meeting forward, we have captain of our ship. So by default, when he is on the stage, please prepare to have a dictionary or any like, what is that, phonetic, right? Because it looks like there is a person who is reading the news in BBC channel. That kind of, because whenever I sometimes I feel guilty. Okay, I need to improve my pronunciation and all. So let's have our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rajkumar.
Yeah. Are we aware that what's special of this February month? When? Yeah. Right. So we are wearing this color. So as guests, and as a Toastmaster of the day, it's my duty to introduce the theme of the day. It's more or related to the Valentine's Day. So here the love is in the air, and it's been overcharged the environment, and it should be more pleasure and more delight to everyone to be supercharged with it. So the words are the one which is carrier through which it will be traveling and touches the hearts of the other person. So the phrase theme will be mostly based on how the words and the gestures we used to made, and it will be wandering around the environment and supercharges the environment and hit them to make a feel the love. So the thing which I came up with, this thing which is mostly from my childhood, I used to watch more fairy tales. In fairy tales, you used to come up with all those words here. So in every fairy tale, you will be finding a vibe of the love and Valentine in it. So I just thought of come up with this words, charmed by words and wavering love and magic. And to start up with the day, so for the beneficiary of the guests, let me quickly wrap up what Toastmaster is. Toastmaster is a non-profitable organization which has been has a 100 years legacy. So it's a positive environment where which you can develop your public speaking skills and leadership skills. And this today's session will be of 3 parts usually. So today we have an education session. So it will be of 4 parts. The first session will be a prepared speech. A prepared speech will be given by project based, and based on the curriculum they will be delivering the speech. And the second part is the table topics. Here we'll be giving some impromptu thing. So we'll be preparing on the spot and delivering the speech. And moving on to the, we have a special session called information session. It will be presented by our area director, TM Kavita. And at last, we'll be having an evaluation session. Here, based on the prepared speech, the evaluators will be reporting their thing to the public over here. So those are the general things will be happening today. And to set up the context, I'll be traversing through some stories based on how this Valentine's Day has been celebrated and the origin of this. So some of them you already might know it, but if for others, I can just go with this. So it all starts in the 3rd century Rome, in which the great turmoil happens in the religion. So many of the Roman soldiers people are converted into Christians. So at the time, Claudius II was the emperor of the Rome. So he was very much annoyed about the people be converted to Christianity. So he wanted to start this up. So he what he did is, so he find the root cause of this thing actually. So based on this, there have been more internal and so civil wars happening around the Rome. So in order to find that one, the soldiers were lacking in their responsibilities. So on drill down to it, he found that marriage is the one thing which is causing among the soldiers to set back. So what he decided was he want to stop the soldiers to get married. So he amended some order in order not to marry among the soldiers. So that was the initial thing. So we will keep on the rest of the thing in upcoming sessions. And I will now introduce our general evaluator. Our general evaluator, TM Saravanan B. He's a mechanical engineer, and he's good in reading books and playing badminton. So let me introduce TM Saravanan on the stage.
For your introduction. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I am Toastmaster Saravanan, taking general evaluator role for today's meeting. My duty is to observe the meeting from start to end and will give you a constructive feedback. It will help to improve our upcoming meeting performance. Apart from that, we have 2 teams. First one is evaluation. The evaluator who will be evaluating the prepared speeches and will give their feedback. Next one is a tag team for guest understanding purpose. Tag is nothing but timer, accounter, grammarian. Timer will note down the time taken for each speaker. grammarian will, op counter will note down the overused words, filler sounds, etc. Grammarian will note down the usage of good language and phrases, etc. That team will explain the roles and responsibility in detail. Today, timer is Toastmaster Praveen. Toastmaster Praveen, third year BTech student in Venkateswara College of Engineering. His hobbies are reading books and inclination towards helping others. Welcome, Toastmaster Praveen.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning. I am your timer today. For the prepared speech session, the time provided is 5 to 7 minutes. I will show the green card at the 5th minute and the yellow card for the 6th minute and the red card for the 7th minute. And 30 minutes grace time will be provided. 30 seconds. 10 seconds. Sorry. For the table topic session, the time provided is 1 to 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. The time provided is 1 to 2 minutes. For the first minute, I will show the green card, and after 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card, and at the end, after 2 minutes, I will show the red card, and 30 seconds grace time is provided. Today we have education session for ISC content. The time provided is 18 to 20 minutes. For the 18th minute, I will show the green card, and 19th minute, and for 19, I will show the yellow card. And 20th minute, I will show the red card, and 30 seconds grace time will be provided. And finally, we have evaluation session. The time provided is 2 to 3 minutes. After 2 minutes, I will show the green card. After 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. And after 3rd minute, I will show the red card. 30 seconds grace time will be provided. At the end of the meeting, I will hand over my report to the general level.
Detailed. Today's off counter is Toastmaster Von McGill, CC architect working in CPWD. Passion is sketching, gardening, and reading. Let's welcome Toastmaster Von.
Thanks for the introduction, Toastmaster Saravanan. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I am going to play the role of a counter. So let's start with the theme of the day, love and magic. Because you're going out for a date with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and if he or she proposes you, you're stunned. And if you're like, instead of saying yes or no, you're just saying, so what will be the reaction for the person who has proposed to you? He'll be shocked, or he'll be thinking whether he accept or not. He lacks confidence. Similarly, these kind of filler sounds like and filler words like and, so, but, well, like, will lack your confidence in the speech, and it also distract your speech and divert the audience. So I request all of you to avoid or minimize these kind of filler words and filler sounds in your speech, and have proper pauses if required. So I'll be listening to your speech intently, and I'll be submit my report and called upon by the evaluator. Finally, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase the perfection, we can catch the excellence. Thank you.
Detailed. Today's grammarian is Toastmaster Anand Jagannathan. He has 10 years of experience in investment banking profession. He is currently working as a manager in BNP Paribas. He loves playing guitar and do gardening. Let's welcome Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and wonderful guest. Today I am going to play the grammarian role. So grammar stands for general rules, manner, and modulated according to the reasons. So when I was studying 10th standard, my English teacher asked me, Anand, did you finish your lunch? I said, yes, ma'am. What you had?
She asked me. I told that I had sambar rice with the cabbage puriyal. She asked cabbage. Anand, that is not garbage. That is not garbage. It's a garbage. So instead of garbage, I said garbage. Then she asked me, Anand, you should say it's a cabbage, not a garbage. Then she asked me, Anand, today's night, what plan for your dinner? She asked me. I said that I'm going out to eat my friends and family with dinner. She corrected me. She shouted me like anything. Then only I realized that okay, I did something wrong. Next day, she was teaching grammar session. She's teaching tenses. She was telling about the tenses. At the end of the session, she asked me any questions. I raised my hand and asked that I want to become an expert in grammar. What tense is this? She replied that it's impossible future tense. Then that's the word helped me to become a good grammarian standing in front of you. Thank you. Wait, it's not over. So, as a grammarian, I have the responsibilities on my shoulder to introduce the word of the day and the theme of the day. Today's the word of the day is enchanted. And the theme of the day is formed by words, love and magic. Love is the most powerful magic in the world that will make the beggar to billionaire and billionaire to beggar. Yes. Now there is something you make, that is the magic. Magic is something you make. Love is something that finds you. So there is one similarity between these two things. One is secret. To maintaining a secret, it's the important thing for love and magic. I'm very happy that very few only knows the secret. I'm very happy that our Toastmaster knows the secret and he is a part of one among them. I'm happy for that. As a grammarian, I'll pay close attention to all the speakers to monitor their usage of English. They use. I'll take a note of misusage or outstanding usage of English. I would like to encourage to all the speakers to use the word of the day, theme of the day in the speeches. At the end of the day, I will submit my love report. Sorry, grammarian report.
Thank you, tech team, for explaining your roles and responsibility well. I'll hand over the session to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rajkumar.
Yeah, I'm back, and hope that the environment is very much supercharged with love, so I can catch that word from our grammarian's mouth actually today. Thanks you. And so I will just continue with the story a little bit, and I will go up with the prepared speeches. So as we left the story, so in the ban of marriage by Claudius, so after he banned that marriage, the soldiers are very much distressed, and they are unable to have any happy moments in their life. So they were very much distressed. Here comes our hero. Our hero is a church priest. So he's working in a church, and already he has some this things that is kind of very much against to the emperor by promoting the Christianity. So apart from this, he also encouraged the marriages. So his name was Valentine, Saint Valentine. So what he does is he does getting the soldiers married in the church and providing some ceremonies and tying the knot among them. So as far this information has been passed to the emperor, so again the emperor got very much anger. So he summoned his soldiers, and he captured the priest and he put it into the jail. So in jail, the another chapter of love begins. So we will continue that one in the upcoming session. So let me introduce our first speaker. Is Satya. So before the speaker introduction, let me call upon his evaluator Sriridhi to talk about the project objectives.
Thank you, Team Moody. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Satya is doing his project in Pathway Presentation Mastery Level 1 Project 3 Vocal Variety and Body Language. The purpose of his speech is for the members to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Timer, please note the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Satya. Over to you.
Toastmaster Satya is a robotic engineer. He is doing a project on coding for underwater robotics, and he was a passionate in traveling, and he is interested in strength training and yoga. So now let's welcome Satya. Stage is yours.
So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, this is an imaginary story between a roboticist and a AI system. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, after years of sleepless nights without food and no calls from relatives or out of every people, I have created a most advanced AI robot which will solve equations and predict stock markets and don't judge my fashion sense. And this is, behold, Romeo X, an advanced AI robot I have created. So, myself, Romeo X. Okay, so speak something. I have coded trillions of code for you. So, yes, this is Romeo X. There is a problem. I have stage fear. Why is that so? I am the same as you. Okay, I have recently joined Toastmasters. I didn't update your software. Definitely, I will update your software. Okay. For now, can I close my eyes and talk? Yes, you can proceed. So, I just want to know what is bothering you, and you have anything to say me? Yes, my creator, that's you. You are still single at the age of 30. Yeah, what's the problem with that? That's not actually a problem. You are just a machine. Yes, that's right. But you have given me an AI assistant, but you didn't have still an assistant. Yes, yes, that's a problem, I think. So, is there any solution? Yes, there is a solution. I will apply you when I will apply you in the Telugu matrimony. Okay, so can you proceed with my application? Yes, ID number 576. You can start looking at your phone and swipe the profile. Okay, so this is my first profile. She is good looking and devotional. She's interested in devotional aspects, traditional values, and seeks a well settled guy. No. Second profile, oh, she's really nice and she is interested in science fiction and AI. Oh, nice. It's really interesting. Can you just make a match? Yes, I will make a match and initiate the conversation. Yes, please. Can you proceed me with the date on 7th of February? Is it possible? Yes, that's possible. Can you make an appointment in Starbucks in Urban Square? Yes, that's fine. Proceed with the meeting and set up the calendar in my Google Calendar. So this is in the cafe, Starbucks cafe. So there's a table, first chair, second chair, third chair and fourth chair. I was waiting for this girl, and suddenly the girl comes in, and I was very happy that I'm. This is the first time in my life I'm seeing the girl with the same. She's looking same as the profile picture. I never experienced that. And, I was sitting in the second chair. She comes in and she sat in the fourth chair. Thinking, I just want to have a straight 90-degree angle. Why she has to 45-degree angle? She sat in the fourth chair. I was okay, and she sat and she was asking, "Oh, hi Satya, nice to finally meet you. Tell me about yourself." This is that's so interesting. Okay, so I was starting. Yeah, so myself Satya, I'm a roboticist, and I'm currently developing AI systems to integrate with robotics and autonomous system. I was not completed. Suddenly, a stranger came and sat in the fourth chair. He came and, oh hi, I'm late. We are just having a moment. What? Why? Yeah, sorry. I forgot to mention that I am Prem. Okay, I don't care you're Prem or Prema or Revati. I was just having a moment with this, and she. Oh, sorry, Satya. I forgot to mention this is my husband, Prem. Husband. I was having a heart attack, and he is saying, "Yeah, so chill, Satya. We are applying for mutual divorce, and I I I just wanted to have her, the next future partner to be a very good guy. I just want to know what about you?" And he said, "Yes, I am having other interests, so we are just mutually working." Okay, and suddenly I was shocked and was just sitting blank, and this guy started suddenly. Oh yes, Satya. So I will start with my interest. From your profile, I got to see that you're more hilarious and funny. I got to see your jokes which you have written, and I have seen one of your picture with boxer shorts and sleeveless t-shirt in the gym. It was amazing. What? Why? And he was taking my hand and holding it, and he was saying it. நீங்க நினைச்சதானே நானும் நான் நினைச்சதுல தப்பு இல்லையே. And I said, "Sir, okay, bro, 2 feet apart, just walk." And suddenly, this girl hold my hand, and she was saying, "Yes, you are a well-settled guy, and like your more sense of humor." And she's holding my hand, and I was about to see that she's having a ring in her ring finger. I asked, "Okay, so still you still wearing your husband's ring, and how is that working?" And she said, "No, this is not my husband's ring. This is my boyfriend's ring." Oh my God, what did I land into? And after that, after 20 minutes of handling that situation, I came back to my laboratory, and I I was just having a conversation with my AI robot. So Romeo, you just ruined my date, and you humiliated me. No, I optimized your chances for love. No, I am going to destroy you completely. Yes. So before that, is there anything you should tell? If you try to destroy me, I will tell the audience the truth. What truth? You don't know anything. I will shut down you before that happens. Yes, this is not an imaginary story. This has actually happened. So, ladies and gentlemen, AI is changing our life. Even we have in our phone, in our cars, and everything. But still, AI can't understand the human's complexity. Yes, that's it.
That was a very hilarious speech and how the AI ruined his day. So the vibes are very much picking the pace. So let's welcome the next speaker about BTM Rao sir. Before his introduction, let me introduce call upon Toastmaster Ponnalagu to read out the project objectives.
Good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. Distinguished Toastmaster Trinadha Rao sir is giving a speech on motivational strategies, level 3 project 2 today. And the purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. TTM Rao sir has chosen the purpose statement as how to transform, upgrade, maintain, position in two-dimensional growth, planning to showcase some natural and successful cases to motivate the audience. All the best, sir. Thanks to you.
Yeah, our next speaker is a distinguished Toastmaster. He is graduated as an engineer. By research, he is a system manager, and by employment, he is a director of IT projects. And by passion, he is a dedicated Toastmaster with 16 years of experience. And by profession, he is an investor and a solopreneur. And by dharma, he is a spiritual person. Let me introduce Toastmaster DTM Rao sir. So his title was Trump 2.0, Mr. Rao sir, and Rao sir, Trump 2.0.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Timer, before starting, I have to introduce something. So, whoever attended my last week speech, so what is the title, you know? Modi 3.0. Okay. So, Modi 3.0, what I explained is Modi means master of discipline in three: body, mind, and soul. So, if you are a master of discipline in body, mind, and soul, you have to attain Trump 2.0 that I am going to explain today. So, now we can start my time. See, what not measured cannot be monitored. What not monitored cannot be controlled. What not controlled cannot be directed. What not directed, so won't we have any progress or growth. The personal fitness or building a world-class organization, this is the essence of management. Toastmasters today, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. See, whatever I explained, quote now, it has taken from one of my spiritual mentors. See, if you see, there are two dimensions: monitored, measured, controlled, directed. All these are explaining the your growth, isn't it? Even we are all assembled here for two-dimensional growth, becoming effective leaders and efficient communicators, isn't it? So that is the purpose of Toastmasters. Let me walk through some of the natural examples how actually this two-dimensional growth is happening. If you see, I will come to Trump. What is Trump in my economy? I'm going to explain to that. And if you see first figure, the caterpillar has been transformed to butterfly, isn't it? What is the transformation? Transformation means transcending the existing form into a new form. Once the caterpillar is transforming into the butterfly, upgrading, and it is getting various colors and flying capability, isn't it? It's having two-dimensional growth. One is colorful, second is flying capability. And second example, if you see, when in a summer season, due to sun, excess water in the ocean, it has been evaporated and it will transform into the clouds, isn't it? The clouds will go to the sky and it beautiful forms it happen with the silver lining, everything. And over a period of time, what will happen? Two-dimensional, thundering and lightning. Once it's getting thundering and lightning, and it will give plenty of rains to Mother Earth. That's why we are all surviving. So that is a two-dimensional achievement. What is transformed into the clouds. And third one, anybody can identify the third figure? Butter and ghee is good. Jagannath, Anand Jagannath is good. So it look like egg also. That's why I'm asking. So butter and ghee, if you see, if you churn our curd, and it will form the butter, isn't it? Butter having lasting few days, but it will give a very sweetness. And if you boil that butter, it will give the ghee, and it will last in few months and it will give aroma. So curd can be transformed into the two-dimensional with a sweetness and aroma. See, these are the natural things as given. We can observe each and everything. They have two-dimensional achievement or growth. Now coming to the Trump. First 2 letters is the transformation. That's what I told. If you transform yourself and upgrade and maintain your personality in two-dimensional achievements, you will be successful. Like what natural phenomena I explained. Next slide, please. So to explain those things, I'm going to give 3 important personalities which I admired. If you see India, if anybody is talking about India, external world, first and foremost, they will think that it is a spiritual country, isn't it? Spirituality. Second thing, for the last 3 decades, you can see it's technology-focused nation because we are the technologically lot of employment is there here. Third is able governance and politics. So these 3 things you can see. Then I will going to explain about the ISKCON founder is the Swami Prabhupada. At the age of 68, he traveled to US without single penny, and he transformed all Westerners into the spiritual inclined. So he has created so many temples across the world within 10 years, and he built world-class organization in spirituality. Not only spirituality, he has created charity organization. Anybody knows about Akshay Patra in India? Akshay Patra is giving lakhs of people its feeding today. And even Apple founder Steve Jobs proudly said he has got food from ISKCON. So that is the beauty of Swami Prabhupada. He has given two-dimensional growth, spirituality and charity. Anybody knows about second figure? Name. Who is the TCS founder, CEO, first CEO? IT guys, you are enjoying IT. He is the father of Indian IT. He is FC Kohli. So he is actually came from humble background from Punjab. He has done a highest degree in Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1950. He got a beautiful jobs in America. He didn't accept the jobs. He came back to India, joined in Tata as an electric engineer. He is a Tata Electric. Then he pursued J.D. Tata to start IT company in 1968. No infrastructure, nothing. Nobody knows about what is software in India. He started that time, and he made TCS as a global consulting company. Today, it is the second in the world. So not only that one, he has created a lot of employment, made all employees as rich. And also not only for employees, he made Tata Group itself as rich. TCS is the cash cow for the entire 80 plus companies of Tata Group. So what he has done, single man, he has created two-dimensional achievement, global consulting firm and making rich who are depending on the company. Then third one, you know, who was that? P.V. Narasimha Rao, the great Prime Minister. I respect very well because he is remade India. When he has taken, he is the Prime Minister of India, he doesn't have full majority also, like what now Modi having. And no money for India. India is sending money, gold to outside, pledging, and they're running entire country that time. That time, P.V. Narasimha has taken bold steps, opening the economic reforms to the external world. He identified gem of the thing, Financial Minister Manmohan Singh, and they bought all economic reforms. Because of him, India has developed automobile sector, financial sector, infrastructure, basically IT, information technology. So because of his sheer determination, he made entire India now is one of the best country, and he has shown to the world how the poor country can be developed with his intellect. So these three are shown the two-dimensional achievements. how I related, because when Vinod Sarva is coming to be a Prime Minister, just I entered the IIT, then I taken my risk. As for the transformation of growth, I neglected my core engineering, I joined in software. That time, one of the best is TCS. They're taken from IITs. They used to take only from IITs and non-university, not from other colleges. So I had an opportunity to meet FC Kohli in Mumbai. So I worked in TCS also so many years, international experience I gained. Then when I'm traveling across the US, UK, Europe and all, I saw one of the best organizations, spiritual organization is ISKCON. Undergoing philosophy, if we see, their philosophy is spirituality and charity only. So I follow whatever is Prabhupada mainly has written Bhagavad Gita and so many things. Translated, he's not written, he's translated as scriptures into various languages. I used to follow ISKCON also. So that I can say proudly, I am spiritually rooted, materialistically abundance as of today. So what I am suggesting to you, you transform yourself, upgrade your skills, maintain your position in two-dimensional achievements, whether it's a growth or whatever achievements you need from your perspective. Over to the question of the day. You can wait for my next speech, another 4.0.
Yeah, that was a very inspiring and motivating speech. Thanks to DTM Rao sir. And our final speaker was Toastmaster Yasin. So before his introduction, let me call upon Toastmaster Padma sir to brief about the project objectives.
A very good morning to fellow Toastmasters and their guests and my dear target speaker Toastmaster Yasin. So Toastmaster Yasin is going to deliver a speech on level 1 project 4 on pathway presentation mastery. So the title is Life is Full of Sodapals and Comeback. So he is going to do a project on evaluation and feedback. So this title we can all relate to our everyday life. So let's look forward to Toastmaster Yasin's speech. So the purpose of the project is to practice applying feedback and to serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of the speech is for the member to deliver constructive feedback on another member's presentation. All the best to my target speaker Toastmaster Yasin. Over to you, team.
Toastmaster Yasin was a full stack developer at Cognizant. His hobbies were playing cricket and reading books. And let us welcome Toastmaster Yasin. Toastmaster Yasin, life is full of sodapals and comebacks. Life is full of sodapals and comebacks. Toastmaster Yasin.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. On one fine day, I woke up at 7 o'clock. My mom gave me a task, like bought some vegetables from the nearby groceries. Like she told half kg of tomatoes and 1 kg of onions from the nearby shop. When I was walking to the shop, I had a lot of thoughts running in my mind. Okay. Then after I reached the shop, I asked the shopkeeper, give me 1 kg of tomatoes and half kg of onion from the shopkeeper. He gave them to me. And he asked additionally, do you want a bag, sir? I said yes. Then he gave, I don't know, he will add the bag amount in my bill. That thing I don't know, but he added. So I took the groceries and came to my home. After mom saw me the bag with the groceries, why did you bought a bag? We had a lot of kata bags in our home. Even though you bought a new one without my permission. She scolded me for 2 minutes for doing this mistake. And after, he opened the grocery bag and saw the vegetables. She looked at me with an angry face and asked me, why did you bought this thing? Mom, you said this thing you want to buy, right? I asked you to buy half kg of tomatoes and 1 kg of onions. But instead you bought 1 kg of tomato and half kg of onions. Okay, this one I did it wrong. So she scolded me again for 5 minutes for doing this mistake. And after, she additionally told, where is the curry leaves? Mom, you didn't told me to buy those things. But I don't, you need to ask the shopkeeper. This one is free. Need to if you bought some groceries, you need to ask the shopkeeper for the curry leaves. This is a basic thing. You didn't know about the thing. She scolded me for again 1 minute. And after, this is the first Sodapal of the day. And after, when I started riding my bike to my office, a lady was riding in front of me. On the road, there are two ways, one on the left side and one on the right side. I need to go left side to my office. Suddenly, the lady put an indicator to indicate she will turn right side. But suddenly, she crossed the left side and she said, "Sorry, pa." So I thought, like that. Yeah. And it's the second Sodapal of the auntie. It's not a me. Okay. Then the third one is, after I reached the office, I opened the door to enter in my office. The manager saw me with like an angry face. First, he says, "What's the watch?" and sees me like a knuckle watch, right? And after he asked one question, "Why did you came late?" He said, "Traffic, sir." Then she asked, "We have an important meeting right today, even though you didn't arrive on time." She scolded me for 20 minutes. For 10 minutes being late, he scolded me for 20 minutes. And after, I go to my work and doing my work with my laptop. Then again, another girl came to the office. The manager asked her the same question. "Why did you came late?" She said, "Traffic, sir." Same reply to the manager. But the manager's reply is different. "Okay, fine. Let's get back to our work." Oh, அவளுக்கு வந்தா ரத்தம் எனக்கு வந்தா தக்காளி சட்னி. Okay. This happen in my office every time. And after another day, I woke up but early and focused on my mom task and bought the groceries correctly. And my mom didn't scold me on that day. Then after riding my bike to the office, the manager standing at the street. I thought lift kudukalama venama. Then my manager saw me like that. So I need to ask that thing. What happened, sir? Why did you standing like this? My car is punctured, Yasin. So I am standing like this. I booked a cab and waiting for the cab. I replied, "Sir, if you feel comfortable, I can drop you to the office." He said, "Okay, I will come back. I will come with you." During the traveling, he talked about so many things about himself, and I too did the same. And I thought he's act like the strict person in the office alone. At the time, he is a good man. And I also asked that question: "Why did you act like the strict person in the office, sir?" My position requires me to act like that. Just at the time, I am just a common man. Then he replied, "This is the comeback moment. And after someday, I will come late. He will just allow me without any scolding." It's a really comeback moment. And after the conclusion, sometimes being the smallest steps in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. Thank you.
Thanks, Yasin. That was a wonderful speech, and how you come back from your Sodapals and doing great actually. So now we go for a break. So don't Sodapal here, spill the tea and all in the floor. We'll go for a break on networking session now. Thank you.
How are you?
You make it. Listening you.
The measuring. He has excellent measuring skills. The leader should have a limit skill.
That's basically.
Despite of that also, I think I exceeded my timing. I thought of the general I exceeding. Exceeding. I thought pretty nice. Anything so that like yeah, that is yes. They have okay. She told me. They give one very good quote also. But that's not right. We need practice. So what is actually Russia? So you are seeing it. Then you get another team. Right. The experience is something. I'm sure that you maybe have that thing. General, they will try to class. That's good. Actually, because one of my classmates, he is actually leader. He was a board member. I think that time he may not be doing such that was the director. ST was the director. Such that and process such that. When they are paid, Shaker also there. Shaker is Shaker. Nobody there. They all look like the so, but yeah, I used to see my used to struggle a lot. Every time they used to ask one subject, he has to project 3 hours. The classroom was. Finally, even though he's a gold stage, they are not able to put grade in the third semester, last semester, final semester. So he used to very stress. I may fail this semester. Finally, he got that's not telling yes, training it. Up to plus 2. What I'm telling is someday this is stable. We can spend time dedicated for 3 hours. Okay. Start no problem. You got your idea. You might those questions have gone. So you are taking pages. Pathway page. 11 one. Everyone, you have gone to base camp inside. Go to base camp. You go to the base camp. Then level 1, level 2, level 3, 5 levels are there. Each level average 3 projects. You 50 speeches and part of level 1 having around 7 minutes. First project is a rice break. You have to introduce yourself. And 6 minutes. It's not easy. Develop yourself. What is not easy. You prepare. You put escape. Then you video. Prepare a project very small video, 3 minutes. They'll explain about how to first you go to escape. And you write your script. You write really nice book. What you take of yes, your parents, your siblings, education. So, if you are married, your family. See all these things. You know your speed of how many words you speak. Minimum 60, actually 60 per week. How many sites are allowed? Just 1 minute, what else you can speak regarding that. Then you can see 1 minute how many words you. That is your speed of the. If you 1 minute, you have 60, you have to give 4 to 6 minutes. So 6 number of words, say 70 words. Your speed has to get 4 minutes. I problem is, I try to give more information. So I execute. So many things I add. Because I don't want to keep writing. After I learn, I have to share. I don't have this thing. But initially, we have 6 minutes first grade, second 5%. Prepare your own script. Once you go to base camp, then only can understand what is that stuff. I will get. After this is only the level 1 method. Actually, they put a wrong name. Correct. Level 1 there. Education section. My AC.
Okay.
You take. No, you take. You're taking. You can give next week. We have a marathon. Expect marathon. All 4 or 5 expect that week. That's what she's planning, Shah. So if your name is there, give the script. Whatever. See, when you are talking about your native place, people are remember. Not just like I born Salem. Where you born? Chennai only. Very good. You without revealing Chennai city, give 2-3 parameters. The audience can look at it. What is the best thing about Marina Beach? Guest, second one, best beach in the whole Marina Beach. Traditional beach. So, like we have temples like Kapalash temple, like that. Various temples are there, churches are there. Before, without revealing the city, give 2-3 hints. The great city, gateway of India, South India, something like that. Start with Chennai. Then you slowly you start about your parents. How your parents, how they can with your family, how they take children. You tell about your, if you have a sister or brother, just don't give more detail, just give, I have 2 sisters. Then talk about yourself. When you're talking about yourself, some suspense also you create. These are the techniques I'm telling you. Take this.
Waiting for the 4.0.
We'll have 3, 1 by the questions.
morning, Toastmasters and guests once again to all of you. Yeah, hope you all had a nice tea break along with biscuits and all, and also had some connections with love and magic. Let me hand over the session back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah. Hope you all had a good tea break and will recharge the vibes with more love and magic. So we will continue the story from the path which we left behind. So at that moment, Saint Valentine was jailed, and in the jail he's meeting a jailer called Augustus. So at that moment, both Augustus and Saint Valentine became friends. So on that thing, he admires his speech and the way he show more kindness and politeness to the other fellow jail peoples. So he got more admired, and liked to introduce her daughter Julia, who she is a blind person, to Saint Augustus. So what Saint Augustus did was he used to read the books about the Roman Empire and the history to Julia. Through his voice, he can vision that one. He can see from the words which Saint Augustus spoke. So at that moment, they both were more engaged in the conversation, and she felt like she was not blind. At some instance, what he has some magical powers at that moment. One such day, he able to cure his blindness. So Julia was able to got back his vision. So on that moment, everyone in the jail was surprised, and Saint Augustus was also more admired, and he converted to Christianity. So on that way, many of the people in the Rome were being converted. So that information was spread to the emperor Claudius II. So what he does was again he summoned his courtiers to pull back into the court, and he asked Saint Valentine whether you will convert, you will stop marrying. Will you stop the marriage which you are doing in the churches for the soldiers, and also she should not convert any person into Christianity. So Saint Valentine was doesn't act with that actually. So he just opposed it. So as a consequence, he insists him to execute him. Actually, on the fine day, the last moment of his execution, he wrote a letter to Julia, and he gave it back to the Augustus. So the day was February 14th. That was the day we are celebrating as a Valentine's Day. So once the letter was delivered to Julia, he opened and she read that one up. So in that last, it's mentioned like he was lawfully Valentine. So the moment she was felt very much tears coming out from her ears, eyes, and that was the last moment she saw the Valentine. So as part of that one, after 480 AD, Saint another Pope Paul, he officially declared February 14th as a national holiday. So afterwards, people used to gather and to celebrate this as a Valentine's in order to honor the Saint Valentine. So apart from other ceremonies and other celebrations in US, this is Valentine's Day considered as the fifth largest sale day of the nation. So with that note, let me introduce our educational session. Our area director, TM Kavita.
Thank you so much, TM Modi. Timer, you can just wait for some time. Okay, until it comes, question. So how many of you here have attended a contest, speech contest, not only Toastmasters, any speech contest? How many of you have participated in a speech contest? Attended. Okay, not attended, participated. Very few of you. Okay, fine. How many of you aspire to participate in a contest? Everyone, right? That's why we are having this educational session. Okay, that makes sense. So I'll tell you why you have to participate. That comes towards the end.
why you have to participate is the important factor. That is when the session makes sense, right? So how to ace the international speech contest? Since we have a lot of new people, what is international speech contest, ISC? Anybody who doesn't know? It's okay if you don't know. I also did not know. Then I just all the countries together. Interesting. Anything else? ISC. We have a lot of new people, right? Okay, old people also can. I mean, if you had been in Toastmasters for some time, you can also answer. No idea at all? How many of you have seen ISC? I have an interesting audience here. Seen ISC? Saravanan, you have not seen ISC? You have seen, right? Okay, we have a few people who have seen ISC. So in Toastmasters, we have a few contests. An international speech contest is one of them. As he said, it is from the club level to the area level to the division level to the district level. It goes to zonal, and then finally it happens in the US, where you have all the countries together. Since we have that international thing there, we always think it is with other countries. No, yes, it is with other countries only. There are quite a lot of jokes in Toastmasters fraternity. Okay, it is happening somewhere here, local, and it's international speech contest, but still it is international because in the end it is going to the international platform. So let's see how to ace. So this is not only for the contest. It will be contest specific, but it is also for your speeches that you give on, for the project speeches that you give. You can implement those as well, because any speech should have this, right? Opening, body, conclusion, things like that. So we'll talk about that. We will also talk about a very important aspect for ISC. What is it? How are you judged? How is your speech judged? Who judges your speech? Evaluators judge your speech. Interesting. Anybody else? Chief Judge.
No, there is a pool of judges.
Yes.
Judges, ballot
Yes,
judges.
sir.
Based on judges' ballot,
Correct. DTM sir said that. Yeah, did you understand? So it's not the evaluators. You will not have evaluation for a contest. Nobody will evaluate your speech in a contest. You will have a set of judges. CJ also will not judge you. CJ will only coordinate. CJ, he said chief judge, right? CJ, let's not introduce jargons here. Chief judge. Chief judge also will not judge your speech. There will be a set of judges who are invisible. You do not know who they are. They'll be there in the crowd, but you will not know who they are. They will judge you. So they have a set of criteria with which they judge your speech. We are going to talk about that. Before you, oh, I'm sorry, you should have started. Yeah, you can start. So you can, that's how it is. Now clear, right? What is ISC? The format of it, who judges your speech. So it happens in a club. Very soon we are going to have the international speech contest. That's why I'm giving this session. That is clear, right? Got it, right? Okay, then go to the next. Okay, we have a ballot sheet where the judges will fill a form where your speech will be, it's not like the evaluation you see here. It is a separate ballot where it has a little detailed criteria with which your speech is judged. So if you tick all the check boxes, then your speech is good and you get good marks. We'll see that. Before you prepare for the contest, you have to look into the ballot. That is very important. That's why I thought I will show the ballot itself, the latest ballot. You can go to the next one. Okay, for content, you have 50. It has the split up there. So speech development, writing, crafting this speech, structure, organization, support material, you have 15 marks. Effectiveness, that means whether you're able to reach the audience, whether your speech is relevant to the audience. If you're going to talk, it's not relevant for the audience, right? So whether your speech is effective, speech value. See, they have given 25 marks for speech value, which means you cannot see a reel or you cannot see shorts, some YouTube video, and you just cannot come and speak. It should be an original content. For originality, you have so much points, ideas, logic, original thought. For that, you have 25. This has been increased in the recent days. Okay. So this is the split up for content, for the speech you're going to write, for the writing part alone. Next. For the delivery. as we say that the speech crafting is important, delivery is also equally important. Very mediocre speech can be delivered in an extravagant manner and it can get the prize. So that is very, very important. For that, you have to rehearse a lot at home. So physical, appearance, body language, speaking area, all this we know. Theoretically we know, right? But still, through practice only you get that. Voice, flexibility, volume, vocal variety. We have projects for each and every of these aspects, right? For body language, you have a separate project. For vocal variety, you have a project. Manner, directness, assurance, enthusiasm, issues. So look at the details they get into when they judge your speech in the contest. So for this, you have 30, 10 each. Next. So we have seen content delivery, now it's the language. For language, you have only 20 points. That's why even grammatically wrong speeches can also get through because the weightage is very less. In exams, we prepare with the blueprint, right? Something like that. So for grammar, you have 10 points. I'm not saying that it can give a grammatically wrong speech. I'm just saying that it carries only 10 points. You don't have to worry too much about that. And speech purpose and audience, again, appropriateness. It is not only grammar, pronunciation, word selection. What do you mean by word selection there? Vocabulary. Great speeches, if you see, they add a lot of jewels to the language. By jewels, what do I mean? Wordplay.
Using a simple word.
Simple word. Wordplay, triads, similes, metaphors, alliterations. When you use, anybody like that? Okay. So if you use those, in Tamil you say, right? So you compare one with the other. In English we say simile, right? So when you do that, you create a bigger impact to the audience rather than just telling a sentence. So that way, your speech gets to the next level. So you can, after writing your speech, try to add that so that your speech goes to the next level. That is for the language next. So why I call this crafting? You can say writing a script, right? Why crafting? You're not going to apply Fevicol and do something like a craft, right? Why crafting? Any idea?
It needs to be given the time. It needs to be creative.
It should be creative. Anything else? It should attract the audience. Anything else?
Scene by scene, character by character.
Very true. So it's more, it involves aesthetics. It is not just some writing some words on a piece of paper. It is not just speech. You are involving a lot of aesthetics into it. So it's more about a craft. It's like crafting a speech and it's not just writing. You have a lot of characters. You have story. You have emotions. You have a lot of things on the script. When you look, when mentees send the script to the mentors, the time they read the script itself, it talks to them, right? The characters, the emotions. So it is not just some words written on a paper. It conveys more than that. So that's why I call it crafting. That plays a vital role. Delivery is important, but crafting is the first part, right? You should have a foundation and from there only you build it. If you don't have a proper foundation, even with a very extraordinary presentation, if there is nothing, then you don't get it, right? You don't just write a speech, you craft it. The power of strong opening. So for crafting, what you need to do is 3 things. We'll talk about each 3 points so that you can retain. When you prepare for your contest or your speech, you can think about these 3 things in the 3 order. So what was the 3 title? Correct. First and last, correct. Okay. Craft, connect, conquer. Why I selected this title is crafting is the first part. You write the speech. What are the things you need to remember while writing the speech? Connect is delivery. When you deliver the speech, how you are able to connect with the audience. Your English may be wrong, your grammar may be wrong, you may not have a very confident presence, but you're able to connect with the audience. By connect, what I mean is, if I want you to cry, I can make you cry. That is the connection a speaker can make to the audience. If I want you to laugh, I can do that, right? That is the power a speaker can have on stage. So that if you're able to do, then you are a great speaker. Forget about the winning and those things, but you to connect with the audience itself is a big deal for a speaker.
So you should have a very strong opening. The moment you enter into the stage, you come to the stage, you are judged. Do you agree or not? The moment you walk onto the stage and see the audience, you are judged. Everybody will have inhibitions about you. You cannot stop that, and it is not wrong. It is okay to judge you. And how the way you want to present yourself is up to you. So for that, you have to rehearse a lot at home. According to the speech, you have to come and present yourself. The first 5 seconds play a very important role in any speech, any genre of speech, humorous or any speech. The first 5 seconds, you have to capture the audience attention. Somehow you have to capture the audience attention. Whether you're going to sing a song, whether you're going to dance, whether you're going to ask questions, or whether you're going to quote something, quotes from famous people. It is up to you, up to your imagination. This is not only list. It is up to your imagination. You can go out of the box and think. How many of you have seen Katani's speech? Muhammad Katani's speech. Only one. Anyone else? Katani's speech. What does he do? First 5 seconds. What does he do? He just takes a cigar and puts it on his mouth. That is what he does in the first 5 seconds. He doesn't light it, okay? That is not allowed in a speech. He doesn't light it. He just puts it on the mouth. He doesn't endorse smoking. You can watch the video, but that way you grab the attention, right? What is he even trying to do? People started shouting in the ISC. This is the finals, okay? Finals in Toastmasters. So people started shouting when he did that. Within 5 seconds, he captured the audience attention. He did something to capture the audience attention. But his speech is very, very interesting. Okay, you can watch that. But you can go out of the box. There is no restriction. So, but first 5 seconds play a vital role. After that, only they start listening to your speech. Next. So these are proven techniques. If you want to play it safe, you can check these out. You want to go out of the box like Muhammad Katani, you are very much welcome within the rules of the contest. Start with a question, an action. An action is what he did actually, right? It's an action. A shocking statement. This also works. Something that nobody will believe or nobody will even think about. Something like that you say. And then your speech is about something else. Just giving an example. Or a personal story. Personal stories always have value. Because when you come to the stage, what do you think people are interested in? About some gyan? About some lecture? Least they're not at all interested in that. What they are really interested in is who you are. They want to know who you are. That's what everybody wants to know. So if you are able to give a piece of you to the audience, not everybody can do that. If you're able to do that, then you are a great speaker. Honestly, I can just fake it out, but honestly, the piece of you, if you're able to give, then you are a great speaker, folks. So I used to be, okay, let me say, somebody comes to the stage and says, first 5 seconds, I used to be afraid of failure. That is just a statement. I stood backstage, my palms sweaty, knees shaking. I wanted to run. The kind of effect it adds. I'm telling the same thing, but in a different way. Immediately, audience will start listening, right? Okay, what is this person trying to say? That difference is there, right? If I simply say it's bland, Pusapela, I used to be afraid of failure. Nobody will care, right? Next. So that is about the first 5 seconds of the speech, which is very, very important. The rule of 3. Any guesses? Structure of speech. Opening body conclusion. Everybody in Toastmasters will know this. Okay. Opening body conclusion. Next. Introduce with the main idea. In body, key point with a proper structure. Each with personal story. This is very, very important. As I said, just some statistics or data or history or about somebody else is different. That is not very valuable for the audience. But if you're able to talk about your story and connect with the audience, then they will know who you are, which is what they are actually interested in. So always have at least one personal story in your body. And conclusion should come back to the opening and drive. There should be some message they have to drive home. They are not coming here. 7 minutes they are listening to you, right? 7 minutes is precious. If they don't have any takeaway, If you're just narrating some story that happened in your life, then it is of no value to the audience. They should really have some value, some takeaway from your speech. And when it comes to body, you should have personal story and make it like a story. Just like facts and figures will not get the attention of the audience. Make it as a story. We'll see about storytelling in the next slides. Next, storytelling, the heart of a winning speech. So, how many of you like stories? Everybody likes stories, right? From our childhood days, we have always grown up listening to stories. We always love to tell stories to our children as well. So, storytelling is a very important aspect of any speech. Even if it is it's a very boring technical speech, you can always incorporate storytelling into the speech, which will make the audience understand properly and also retain your speech for a long time. So let's see how you incorporate storytelling. For stories, what is very important? Characters. You need to have not lot of characters. It's only a 7-minute speech. You should have I would recommend only 2 to 3 characters in a speech. We had a few storytelling today, right? We had Satya talking about a story. How many characters did he have?
4 characters.
4 characters. And you know very well about the characters by the end of his speech, right? It was very clear. This character will do this for sure. This character is like this only. So that kind of view you have, right? So in-depth characterization is very important when you write your speech itself. So character development plays a vital role. It might, you might talk about the character only for a few minutes, but it creates an impact with the audience, right? So for that, you have to do a lot of groundwork. You have to think about the character, even if it is an imaginary character, you should give depth to it. If you see very famous movies, they will have a big notebook where they write about the character itself. Each character will have a lot of things. The director will write about the character, how they will react to certain things like that. So that depth should be there in your story. Even if it is a 7-minute story, that depth should be there. Only then it will create a difference. And in general, any story, any movie you take, any famous movie you take, it will have a conflict, it will have a resolution. That is a template kind of thing. It should have a conflict, and you will give a resolution for that. It should be a believable resolution. Something out of the box, hero emerged, something like that. If you say, nobody will believe it. For humorous, it might work. For humorous, if you say, something happened, nobody will think about the logic. Nobody will ask you whether it is a real story or not. But for ISC, it should be a believable story. Something out of the box and all, nobody will believe. So, next. Sure. Okay. So, speech development, we have covered 15% speech development. Okay, done. So 15%, we have seen all this. 30%, 15% speech development, effectiveness, speech value. Content is done, right? Crafting done. Among the 3, crafting done. Clear, right? Let's move on to next one. Next. Connect. So this is about crafting is about writing. Connect is about delivery, speaking, presentation. Engaging the audience and connecting with the audience is very, very important. Next. It's not just what you say, it's about how the audience feels. So this is what I said. A speaker has the privilege of controlling the emotions of the audience. There are speeches where you will not be able to talk a single word for the next few minutes after the speech. There are speeches which you cannot stop laughing. You'll keep laughing throughout the speech. So that control is with the speaker. So you can use it, you can explore, and you can exploit it, I would say. So, presentation, the first thing is vocal variety. Vocal variety, first volume. It should be loud enough. Only then it shows your confidence. If you have a very low voice, please rehearse well and make your voice come out. It's very important. Even if you have a mic, if you have a low voice, that shows your confidence level. I'm not even talking about the pitch. I'm talking about the volume. Volume is different from pitch, right? You agree, right? That is 2 different things. So it shows your confidence. So please be loud enough. Even if the hall is small, even if you have a mic, please be loud enough so that it shows your confidence. Pitch is different. What is pitch? It's different from volume, right? What is pitch? Tonality, right? So when you say, I was angry, pitch is different. I was sad. It's a different pitch. Volume is almost the same, but the pitch is different. So according to your content, you have to change these things. It's very important to do that. If you don't do that, your speech will lack that value. The person who does that will get more points. So all these carry points. Pace. What is pace? Speed. This is very important because you try to squeeze in a lot of content into 7 minutes. People always do that in the initial days of their speaking career. 7 minutes, everything, whatever you want, you squeeze in, and you will not have. You will be scared if you will be disqualified. You will be able to finish it in 7 minutes. Then you remove you don't have the pacing, and you quickly go through the content. So you should not do that. Have only 3 characters, only 1 story, max 2 stories, not more than that. Limited. So pacing is important. Pauses. Let important moments breathe. Very underrated thing in public speaking. Sure. Very underrated thing. Pauses play a vital role. Many of them, during the initial days, we will not know that. It's very, very powerful. When you say something, and then you give a pause, and then they say something else. Let's say, pauses can be incorporated in many ways in a speech. Let's give an example. I say some statement, I give a pause, and say totally contradictory statement in the next line. You need a pause there. That is one example. Another example is during humorous speeches. When you give a humorous speech, you give some pause for the audience to react. If you don't do that, go to the next joke, then you don't give time for them to digest your joke or digest your emotion. Not only for humorous, even for emotional content. When you say, just give some time. So pauses play a vital role, very underrated pauses. So please try out pauses in your next speech. It will create a lot of difference in your speech. Next, body language. Everybody knows you have to use good body language, but gestures, just because you have to use gestures, if you keep doing it robotically, it only adds to it doesn't look good, right? It's so disturbing that when you do that, they don't feel like listening to your content. They only get seeing your gestures, which are not very natural. So avoid that. For that, you have to rehearse a lot at home. When you rehearse, you will know that you are doing robotic gestures, not very meaningful gestures. Facial expressions. Some people, naturally itself, they don't get expressions in face. Have you seen that? Many men, right? Especially men, very difficult to know. With so many men in the crowd, I'm daring, right, to say the statement, but that is true. Very difficult to bring that smallest smile, small emotion, very difficult. But I'm not asking you to do something like Shivaji Ganesan. That's what I'm asking, okay? Because it creates a big difference. With the facial expression, without the facial expression, when you say a statement, it creates a big difference. I might take a few minutes VPE, body language, facial expression, stage use. Stage usage again. Just because you have this space, the contest master will say, you have this space from here to here. They will walk and show, right? They will say this space. Just because you have this space, you cannot randomly walk like this and talk. I have seen many people do that. I used to do that when I was a speaker many years ago. So, okay, stage usage. My mentor asked me to do stage usage. You have so much space here. So I'll keep walking like this and I'll keep talking. Stage usage is different. That is a totally different game. I'll tell you an example. If you're going to talk about 3 stages in your life or 3 stories in your context. First story, you can stand here and say. Then you can walk. Don't talk while walking. Then you stand here in the middle. Say that story. Third story again, here. So that way, you are not just giving a speech. You are doing something different. You're creating magic. You're unveiling something on the stage that people can retain for a long time. So this is just an example. There are many ways you can use the stage. It's quite out of boundaries. You can think out of the box how to use the stage. This is just an example. This is a proven technique, let me say. But there are many things you can explore. You can watch many speeches, champion speeches, and see how you can actually do this. Okay? And that's off I stop. Okay. So, where were we? We were with delivery, right? We were with stage usage. So the final thing is craft, connect, conquer. By conquer, what I mean here is, what do I mean here by conquer? Winning the contest. Winning the contest. Do I really mean that? See, as a speaker, when you come on stage for the contest, I'm talking only about the contest now. When you come on stage as a speaker for the contest, it is nearly impossible to go out empty-handed. It is impossible to go out of the contest after competing, not attending the contest. Okay, after competing as a speaker, it is impossible to go empty-handed after the contest. What do I mean by that? Takeaway. Exactly. That's what I meant. You will either have the trophies if you have done it well, or if you are able to, reach the judges. If you will walk with the trophies, or you will win the trophies or
Experience.
Yes, experience, or you will win the hearts of the audience. That is more important, right? Than the contest itself. You win the hearts of the audience. You're trying to say something to the audience. That is more important than your trophy or whatever laurels you're going to get. See, you're telling something, you're telling a message, or you're telling a story to the audience, and that is what matters more than your trophy. So what I meant by conquer is conquering, learning, takeaways, everything. The third thing what I say is either trophies or win the heart, or you will learn something when you go back. It's impossible not to learn anything and go back after a contest, after competing in a contest, because you're only trying to step up, or you're trying to make your game better or craft your game better in every contest. So during the first few years, I never contested at all. I regret. If I would have contested from the very beginning, I would have reached a better height now. So first 1 or 2 years, I did not contest. I was doing contest master, contest chair, tally counter, timer, every role you take in a contest, I have done everything. So I had to contest. Then I realized I was not able to win, okay. But I realized that why did I miss this? Because when you contest, you know that you lag a lot of things that people are good at. And you will start analyzing. After the contest, you will start analyzing, okay, there are so many things I should have done. So I wasted all these years, and that's when I started contesting, and I went up to the division level. So it was not very easy, and everybody's path is different. You don't have to wait until so many years like me. Some people are very smart. Within 2 to 3 years, you will reach the division. We have our Nilagri Varasi. So he went up to division. He got second in division within few years. So everybody's journey is different. So you just have to try. What I'm trying to say is you have to try. You have to compete to know your level and to step up your game. Rehearse. Record yourself. So these are some of the tips, okay? Very interesting, very proven tips again. You have to record your speech. Even for your normal speeches, right? You record yourself and you can keep listening. You don't have to mug up your speech. You can keep listening and that will enter into your head. Instead of, even when you're eating or when you're doing something else, you can keep listening to your speech. You will see that you're doing a lot of mistakes. Self-analysis itself is very, it will have a lot of things. You yourself will know. You don't have to even show it to somebody. You will know that you're making a lot of mistakes and you will know how to correct them as well. Rehearse in different settings. You can see the mirror if you're comfortable. You can see the video recording, and you can also talk in front of the live audience. What I mean here is, you can have your mother, your father, you can make them sit, mother, father, husband, wife, children, they have to sit and listen to your speech. Both of my daughters have done, I've done this torture to them many times. So they can sit, whomever you're comfortable with, you can make them sit and you can give the speech. So they will have a lot of interesting aspects, but what I want to say here is receive feedback, but your speech don't change it for everyone's opinion. Your speech is owned by you, so you don't have to change it. Just you can listen to all the feedback, but you have to own your speech. Only take suggestions what you feel like taking. This is how you practice like a champion. The last but not the least, very important step. If you have competed in a contest, you will know the what? Silent. Anxiety. Anxiety level will be very, very high. Since many of you have not competed, you do not know what I'm talking about, right? So the front row will be the contestants. This time, within 2 to 3 weeks, right? 2 to 3 weeks, you will have the contest. You will see the way the contestants are sitting. What all things go into their mind. It's very, very anxious. It's very, very nervous. You cannot compare it with anything else in life. So it's quite a different experience. And it is also an adrenaline rush moment. So you have to experience it. So I'm not telling negative about it. It's quite an interesting experience. So everybody should have that. So how to overcome that anxiety? A few tips here. Take deep breaths. This everybody knows. Don't think that just because you're new, you're anxious. That's not the case. 10, 20 years, 30 years in Toastmasters, they will also be anxious. I've seen district champions. I've been the SAA. I've seen them being nervous. They are the district champions. You might think, oh, they are my hero. They are there. They are my role model. They are also nervous. They are also anxious. You should have that to perform well on stage. You will have that. So it is very normal to have that. You can take deep breaths before going to the stage. Power posing. So rehearse well. The way you come to the stage and you're going to pose and then give that 1 5-second statement, right? I told you about the opening. You should know how you have to stand. You should know how you have to stand, whether you want to stand this way or this way, which way. You have to rehearse that at home. It might be a small thing, but it creates a big difference in your speech. Mindset shift. This is a game changer. So why are you nervous? Why do you think you're nervous? Why do you think you're nervous before the speech? We always get this negativity, right? What if I fail? What if I don't do well? What if audience are not receiving? What if somebody is sleeping? Right? So you get that negativity. But instead of focusing on those negative thoughts, think about, I'm going to talk about something that is going to change somebody's life. You have 20 people, maybe something you're going to say is going to change 2 or 3 people's life, the way they are going to lead their life. Something like it's very powerful. You might think that you're just a speaker, but your speech might create a big difference in somebody's life. It is that big. You might think it is small, but it is that big. So focus on that. Focus on the message. You're not talking for the trophy. You're talking to change somebody's life, or you're going to bring laughter to the audience. Whatever is your purpose. So focus on that. Focus on the message. And get rid of all the negativity. Focus fully on what you're going to say, how you're going to connect with the audience, what the audience are going to feel. So that is what you have to think about. So that way you can come out of negativity. Next. So that is what I had in my craft, connect, conquer. It fulfills all the judging criteria as well as in general any speech, not only ISC, any speech for that matter, crafting, delivery, and winning the audience mind or learning after that is what I meant by conquering, not just the trophy. Trophy is one of them. I'm not saying don't contest for trophies. That is also important, but there are other things beyond that. You are also stepping up your game. Any questions? I think I'm way beyond the time limit. Any questions? No questions? Sorry? It's very clear. Okay.
Can you have a humor speech in the ISC?
Yes, that is an interesting question. You can also have humor in your ISC. But you can have humor in any speech. I would always recommend having humor in any speech. That always, when you bring in humor to your speech, what happens is, they think like that, right? Okay, this person is, I can relate to this person. They always think that we are them. They are. When you watch a movie, it's very engaging. If the hero is in a forest, you will also feel that you are the forest, right? Like that, when you bring in humor, they can relate. So you can always have humor. But the difference is for ISC, you need to have some takeaway or something life-changing or something out of the... For humorous speech, you need not have a message. There are many humorous speeches in the district which said in the end that I don't have any message. What is your problem? They ended with that. And they did win. So there it is only about making you laugh, nothing else. But here it is about changing your lives or something more serious, something more insightful. So it's a different genre. So ISC can have humor, but it should also have some takeaway.
So you participated so many contests. You are a champion contest from our club.
I participated.
Yeah, you went from club level, area level, region level. Have you participated in district level also?
I have not participated.
Division level, you participated.
Yes.
So when you gave first speech at club level, same speech you continued up to third level, or you are from each format you are changing your speech?
That is a very interesting question. So I have never in my life changed my speech. Whatever I gave in the club, I always did did refinement to the speech in the area, division, and district. I always took inputs from people, from the audience who were there in the club level itself. I took inputs from them. I made some tweaks. I made some changes. It always worked, sir. I always thought that, even to my mentees, I always say, if you're going to the next level, don't change the script. That is like working from step 1. You have come to step 5. You have won the contest. That's why you're going to the next level. So that speech is working. Just that you need to tweak to suit to that level. You have more clubs. You have to tweak certain things. Certain things might not have worked for humorous and all. If it is not working, remove that joke. If I ask my daughter, she will say everything is boomer. Remove everything. So I cannot remove everything, right? So I am also a boomer. So I have to only, and I always tell her, people who are listening are not of your age, my age. So they will relate to my jokes better than you. So that's how. So I always do the same speech. But some people suddenly they come up with something new and they are able to do it. But very rarely, I think.
Very difficult.
Very difficult, because from step 1 they have to start. They don't know how the audience will react. And here also it is tricky, because some audience will laugh out loudly for some jokes. The same joke, if you tell to some other audience, they will just look at you like this. Many times it has happened to me. If you are into humorous speaking, you have to get used to it and move on. Okay.
ISC, when you are preparing crafting, I can say.
Yes.
How you are getting the idea, connect the people, because from club level, audience different, area level different, region level different, judges' pools are different. How you get a confidence that my speech is a winning speech? How that
idea. Very interesting again. So in my relative circle, my friend circle, I am seen as a different species, because I'm a Toastmaster for 10 years. So I have, I'm totally different from the others. That's what they think. So if something very humorous happens let's say we are with our relatives, something very humorous happens, everybody keeps laughing and they don't stop. Immediately I take my phone, Keep Notes. I have this app called Keep Notes. I start writing the idea. Okay, if something is this humorous for this circle, it might work for a bigger circle as well. And I start writing. My brother, my brother's wife and all, they have got used to it. Okay, she's a different species. Okay, we'll keep laughing. Okay, she will start writing the script for the next speech. She will apply this and she will do this. So at one point that will happen to you. So that is where I get the ideas. So during the contest, I have a handful of ideas, Keep Note full of ideas. So many humorous things, so many life-changing things also. Something very inspiring might happen in your life. While you're just passing through a road or somebody you meet in the train, they might say something very, very insightful. You'll forget that. So I'll do that in the Keep Note, and then I'll remember during the ISC. I might have forgotten, just because this Keep Note is there, I can open and see that. But for the others, we might look very awkward and socially different species. We can't help it. I listened to one champion saying that I'll finish now. I heard one champion saying that after a car accident, he was laughing. He said, I have a content for my next speech. So that is how Toastmasters work. Any other questions? No, right? Okay, handing over to the, thank you so much.
That was a wonderful eye-opener to everyone. Hope many of them will be participating in the international speech contest. Thanks for the session, our area director, Toastmaster Kavita. Once more, round of applause to her. From our speech only, I just got to know about the Muhammad Katani, how he grabbed the hooks of all the audience. So now try to get some audience attention. How about if you play some games? And it's a kind of a game. Oh, it's time? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, I will continue that one the next time. So now let me introduce our table topic master. So he is 10 years experience in the HR industry. He is a fitness enthusiast, and he is none other than our Toastmaster Vignesh.
With your permission, just playing a song for 1 minute. Thank you all for listening to this song. Good morning, distinguished Toastmasters, dear Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. I thought of making you experience the theme of the day rather than explaining it. Whenever I feel down, I used to listen to this song. The charmed words of this song helps me to experience self-love and the magical motivation. Whenever we talk about love, we always think of showing love to others, but we never think of showing love to our own self. So I thought showing love to our own self is very important. How can we show love to our own self? Is by words, listening to good words or telling to us good words. There are a lot of superpowers, but word is above all the superpower. Word can motivate you, word can heal, word can also transform. A word can also hurt, word can also mislead, and it can also destroy oneself. Mahatma Gandhi's words on nonviolence has inspired millions of people to fight without violence, to fight without weapons. Adolf Hitler propaganda has created a darkest history at that time. So word can create, word can also destroy. So let's try to speak to our own self with charmed words, weaving love and magic to experience an enchanted. Without any further delay, moving to the table topic. So just for the benefit of guests, table topic is a on-the-spot topic would be given to the speaker. The speaker can speak for 1 to 2 minutes. So here we go. The first speaker of the day is Neeladri, Toastmaster Neeladri. If you had the power to remove one word from English language forever, what would it be and why?
Happy morning to all of you. Already so many people already wished you happy morning. Once again, good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Sorry, good afternoon. 12:15. The question is very nice to me, and with the theme of the day, I would like to attach something. Love is there, so hate word is hate. So that is the word I would like. I should say it should not be there in the English dictionary. When we say love, we attach ourselves with others. This is the only thing which is heartly. All other things happening here is by mind. I remember how this happened, and because of that only I was attached. Because it's going to be 14th February. So, because of this thing only, I stayed in one section of my school from 3rd standard to 10th standard. It was an infatuation. Finally, that girl got married to my friend. So it started with just looking at that person. You can say girl. Okay. So it started with that. She was so enchanting. But that time it was nothing like Jabo. From where it came in naturally. Then one day after 3rd standard and 4th standard, 5th standard, continuously looking at somebody, she was so embarrassed that my teacher called me and said, "Why you are looking at that person? So we'll take you to the section B." And I said, no, and I really don't know, but how it is going like that. So this is the way, and it's the love. It's a love for anything, love for everything. And 14th February, we are going to, that is this month. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Indar. So next we call upon Toastmaster Saravanan. Convince an alien to visit Earth.
Thanks for the topic, table topic, Mr. Convincing an alien to come Earth. We have abundance of minerals and natural resources, and we have a lot of our species is the most populated species in this whole world. You can exploit, or you can have a friend negotiation with them, so that we all group together and we can land in some other planets and populate that too and explore resources.
Thank you. Thank you. Guest Kannan. One word you like to hear.
Okay, love. So it's also matching the today's topic. So everyone knows. I no need to tell. Okay, so love is the word. Okay, it's already talked by someone and many people, which converts from one person's status of mind to different status. That is a most powerful word, love. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Lakshmi Priya. A magical moment in your life.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So today something was given to me is a magical moment, which you remember. Okay. Suddenly, if you ask me what is your magical moment you remember, is I think my school days. So where we went for a vacation. If you see, when basically I'm a 90s kid, okay? So when we were studying in the school, we were not taken to very much big places, maybe like very Birla Planetarium or nearby Mahabalipuram. Only those things we had taken in our school excursions and all. So when I was studying, I was taken to a bigger trip. It was an educational trip that was Delhi, Nainital, and Agra. So at that time, we were learning how the Mughal Empire was built up, how the next generation was coming in forward. So all those things and all the historical places were very new. And when I just Googled it and saw in the internet, it was very interesting and fascinating. So I thought that why can't we go and visit these places? But when I asked my mom and dad the permission, they never gave me. They told you're so small. How can you go and manage? You have not even gone with your friends and all that. It will be very difficult for you to manage that North Indian food, that space. Maybe the hotel is not very comfortable for you. Then how will you going to manage? I told my mom, no, mom, if you're not going to leave me now, then where am I going to go? You may think for you, always I'm going to be a kid, right? But I think that I'm a bit a mature person and I wanted to learn new things. I will get more friends because we will go with other, because I was studying at 7th standard, 8th standard. I was very young at that time. So I was getting some chance to mingle with some elder people, like maybe 11th standard, 12th standard people. So I thought I can learn new things from them. I can learn how to engage with them to make some friendship. Very good bonds will come for me. So I thought that that will be very interesting, and somehow I begged, I cried, I did something or other and got the permission, and I was able to go for the trip. That was a train trip. I had a very nice experience, and it was really happy moment for me. That's what I remember. Thank you.
Yes, Aditya. First love.
Okay, my first love. And the first love was when I was the school days, where I didn't know the exact meaning of love. I was like, I thought if someone just speak in a very smiling way, that's love. And during my school time, when I was about eighth standard or something, I just like to play football, and I was a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. Suddenly a girl came. I think she saw me and I thought, "Are you a fan of Ronaldo?" Yes. Okay, that's why then like that slowly, she got the friendship. Then suddenly it was feeling like I was in the movie. So that was the first love. And then after that, when I was the real love, what I realized when I was in third year. So during the third year, I felt like relation love means my friends is just like I think you know Sheep Prabhupada, like when I was reading the Gita book, and that time I've observed like there's a flower. When you just pluck the flower, you just like the flower, but when you feel that flower, that's a real love. So love means not just relationship or something else. Love is something that you enjoy doing, whatever it is. So that's.
Thank you, Aditya. Yes, Soumya. One word that motivates you.
Excitement about a new thing. So whenever, usually I love traveling. I have a very fond of traveling. I love traveling. So whenever I'm starting a new trip, like it makes me feel excited. I can't even sleep if I'm going for a trip the next day. So that is the one thing which encourages me, which makes me happy all the time. So that is the thing. What would you say?
Yes, Vignesh. What is the best Valentine's Day gift? Best Valentine's Day gift. Chocolate, rose.
In college days, I only give diary milk on the used to.
Thanks. Thank you all.
Yeah. It was a wonderful session. Thanks, Vignesh, for conducting this one. And yeah, the stage was very much the vibrant of enchanted feelings of out here. So I'll just hand over the stage to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Saravanan, to proceed further.
Thank you, sponsor. Good afternoon, Toastmaster and guests. This is the time for evaluation session. Evaluation is one of the most important things in a Toastmasters meeting. With the help of evaluators' feedback, we have to emulate our speeches in upcoming meetings. Today we have 3 speakers. The first speech was given by Toastmaster Satya. He will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sridhiti. Sridhiti studying B Computer Science and Communication Engineering in Rajalakshmi Institute of Technology. Her hobbies are singing songs, listening music, and playing badminton, and like to travel. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sridhiti.
Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmaster Satya, your speech was most entertaining and enjoyable one. It was very engaging humor. Kudos to you. You started your speech by saying it is an imaginary story, by attracting the audience with your story world. You separated your story in 3 different scenes. One is the conversation with AI, second is the restaurant scene, and the third back to the conversation of AI, which was very good. You achieved your purpose of the project by the conversations. You engaged the audience with your humor. You used your gestures by enhancing the characters in your story. You had a well-structured content. Some of the recommendations in your speech are the vocal variety during the shock or after the date meeting up with the AA conversation. With the different voice modulation, it could have been a better one. The second one is timing. All the enacting was marvelous, but we have to stick to our time limit. So you have to frame your content according to it, and your eye contacts. Your eye contacts were sometimes down or somewhere other than the audience. So if you connect with the audience, it had been good enough with your speech. Overall, your delivery was a captive, humorous, and impressive speech that engaged us all. With some modulations and gesture variety, you can give your speech an extraordinary one. And you have done the great job in your speech, which was very creative and very humorous one. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. The second speech was given by DTM Browser, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ponnalagu. She is electronics and communication engineer with rich experience in service delivery project management. Her hobbies are reading books and traveling. Let's welcome Toastmaster Ponnalagu.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Very good afternoon. Yeah, so my speaker, distinguished Toastmaster also gave his speech on this motivational strategies. So in his speech, the 3 things which Kavita explained, opening, body, conclusion, right? So I could see all of them very clearly crafted and presented well. So the opening was very good. And do you all remember with which he opened the speech? It's a quote. So that gives a connection, or he is able to grab the attention of the audience, wherein he can further whatever he says that will go into the audience. So that's a good way to start the speech. That is good, sir. And then next, coming to the body. So he talked about the transformation, 2-dimensional transformations, which are natural. And also he spoke about successful people who transformed themselves from a simple ordinary person to founders of ISKCON, TCS, and then our India's visionary PM. So they were all also like a human beings like us, how they transformed themselves, right? So that is the important message he conveyed in his speech. So the body had a very clear examples of like motivations for all of us. And also he talked about the natural transformations, about caterpillar to butterfly and so on. And then third thing, with respect to the conclusion. So when he, before concluding, he asked all of us, like, are you all ready to transform? yourselves in a two-dimensional way, take steps to move ahead and all that. So the conclusion had an action item. So in all, I feel this is a good speech having all the details like opening, body, conclusion, and with respect to other things like vocal variety or eye contact, no doubt it was awesome. So any speech does have certain things to improve upon. So one thing I noticed is that at the end, maybe you could have asked a question to the audience. Will you do that? Like Jayalalitha used to ask, saving the law. So that would have captured the attention and the action to do. With that, I say it was a good speech and congratulations. Thank you.
The third speech was given by Toastmaster Yasin, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Batma Hamsa. She is a third-year computer science engineering student with a passion for technology and love for an active lifestyle. Her hobbies are playing badminton and cycling. Let's welcome Toastmaster Batma Hamsa.
So good morning, fellow Toastmasters. My target speaker Toastmaster Yasin. So life teaches us confidence in many funny ways, right? So today let me tell you a short story. Due to time constraint, I will make the story a short, don't worry. So this was a story a friend said about she was going to give her final driving license test. So she was set, so she was excited for that particular day. So when the final day came, so she was starting the scooty, everything fine went well. She was just one position ahead from the finishing point. Just then a lady arrived. A lady with a scooter arrived. She just applied brake fast. And then what this friend of mine did was she fell. She fell immediately, so her license was cancelled. So after that, she thought that friend would look her and help her. But instead of helping her, she was just smiling at her. So imagine she was falling and looking at her, she was just smiling. So you can incorporate this story how she come back. So just like our Toastmaster Yasin, how he explained beautifully, how he turned Sodapal into a very good comeback. So now let's coming on to areas where he excelled. So the areas where he excelled was he just incorporated three important personalities, his mom, the lady driver, and his manager. So how he connected with us. So we all experience in our day-to-day life, right? So how we experience with a manager, road dancing, different scenarios. He explained his own personal stories, which hooked the audience. And the second point is he took a famous comedy dialogue, which was said by Vadivelu. So that hooked the audience immediately. So we can relate to that dialogue, right? And the third point, when it comes to eye contact, he was looking at everyone. And the pace he maintained was very calm, so which we were able to understand his story in a clear and concise manner. And when it comes to his speech was overall good, but there are some improvements which he need to improve. So the areas of improvement were the body language. The body language was just he was holding the hands, which shows that he is in fear or something. So when he is losing his hands freely, that shows his body language was relaxed. So I would like to improve that body language in next speech. And the vocal variety. The vocal variety was the same. He didn't use any high pitch or low pitch. So that could have been improved in the next speech. And the tone. Tone you can, when you are using the dialogue, so you can use like in a short range. So you can improve high pitch and low pitch. So in that way you can improve your speech. So this is all. So overall your speech was good. So in this way you improve all these things. I'm sure your speech will turn into from great into unforgettable speech. Thank you.
Thank you, all evaluators, for your wonderful report. Next, we will move on to tag team report. For timer report, I would like to call Toastmaster Praveen. Sorry.
For the prepared speech session, Toastmaster Satya spoke about 8 minutes 50 seconds. DTM Rao sir spoke about 8 minutes 50 seconds. TM Yasin spoke 5 minutes 20 seconds. In the education session, TM Kavita spoke about 35 minutes. In the table topic session, TM Neeladri spoke 2 minutes 10 seconds. TM Saravanan spoke 41 seconds. Guest Kannan spoke 30 seconds. Guest Lakshmi Priya spoke about 2 minutes 5 seconds. Guest Aditya spoke 1 minute 50 seconds. Guest Soumya spoke 30 seconds. Guest Vignesh spoke 30 seconds. In the evaluation session, TM Sriridhi spoke 1 minute 50 seconds. TM Ponnalagu spoke 2 minutes 25 seconds. TM Padma Ansa spoke 2 minutes 50 seconds. There are 3 disqualifications in the prepared speech session. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen, for your time. For our counter report, I would like to call Toastmaster.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I love to play the role of accountant, then grammarian and timekeeper, because for the timekeeper, I have to keep on looking at my watch. And for the grammarian role, it is, we have to evaluate without knowing the grammar. So comparatively, this is easier for me. So, and I'm happy to see that this filler words and the touchstones have been reduced when compared to my first encounter role. So first, this is actually good. So now I'll submit my report. For the prepared speech, Toastmaster Satya have used 4 number of so's and 6 R in his speech. And I'm really admired by Ravso's speech because there's no any filler words and no touchstones in his speech. For Toastmaster Yasin, he has used 2 and 2 like and 6 R's and 4 and a long pass in his speech. For the table topics, for this Toastmaster Niladris has used 3 so's. Toastmaster Saravanan has used 1 ha. Guest Kannan have used 2 ha. Guest Lakshmi Priya have used 1 but, 3 so's, 2 ah and 1 hum. Guest Aditya have used 3 and 2 like, 2 1 so, 2 ah and 1 and guest Soumya used 3 so's and 4 R. Guest Vignesh, no filler words or correct sounds. For evaluation, Toastmaster Sriridhi have used 4 R and 1 hum, and Toastmaster Punnal have used 3 and 4 so, 7 ha and 1 hum. Toastmaster Batma Ansar, she's used 16 so's. I think only the word she's using is only so. If she cleared it, I think she became a professional speaker. And Toastmaster Kavita used 2 R, 2 like, 5 but, 17 so's and 4 R and 2 and repeated sentences like right, in her speech. For the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rajkumar have used 8 and 17 so's, 11 ha, 2 hum. And to table topic master, Toastmaster Vignesh have used 1 so and 3 ha. And general evaluator, Toastmaster Saravanan used 1 so. This is for my report today. So finally, perfection is found in how you accept your imperfections. So embrace the progress over perfection and keep moving forward. You become the best speaker in Toastmasters.
Grammarian report, I would like to call on Toastmaster on.
Yesterday, I called my girlfriend and told that today's theme of the day is weaving love and magic. She told that உனக்கே ஒண்ணும் தெரியாது இல்ல நீ போய் வேற இந்த வேர்டை இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ண போறியான்ட்டு. Then I came back with motivation and then I explained that. So coming to the grammarian report, first of all, I feel enchanted by all of the speakers. So they all spoke very well. Coming to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Satya used the word stage fear devotional, science fiction, mutual divorce, Iralius, then AI system, sense of humor, laboratory, and optimized. Then Toastmaster DTM till now the sir makes our job tough. So I'm not able to note down all the words he used, but somewhat I managed. He started with the quotes, what not quotes, then transformation, two-dimensional, then intellect, upgrade, take steps, move out, spiritual incline, so on. Toastmaster Yasin used the word quotes sometimes smaller step. Then instead of some places, instead of he used she. So then Toastmaster Kavita, she used atheistic, vital role, extraordinary, honestly, retain, incorporate, humorous, explore, exploit, squeeze, underrated, contradictory, self-analysis, insightful, different species. Then Toastmaster Niladri used the word laugh. Guest Aditya used pluck the flower, then share love. Guest Saumya used excitement, encourage. Coming to the evaluation parts, evaluator Toastmaster Sriridhi used cap, creative, humorous. Toastmaster Ponnalaga used visionary, questioning the audience. Toastmaster Badma Hansa used excited, beautifully, incorporated, experience, clear and concise, unforgettable speech. Toastmaster Rajkumar used consequence, execution. Then Toastmaster Vignesh used self-love, motivation, destroy, create. I like to tell all of the speakers to use the word of the day and theme of the day in upcoming speeches. Thank you. Over to you.
On your wonderful report. Thank you, tag team, for your wonderful report. Now this is a time for voting. Please vote the best.
Now you are allowed to use WhatsApp.
Okay, this is general evaluator report. Charjanatam opened the meeting at on time. It was good. TMOD did a good job. Education session was amazing. Hope it is very useful to all Toastmasters, especially new Toastmaster, for prepare the contest. All speakers spoke very well. All evaluators and tag team player did their job very well. Few recommendation. Once the speaker called in the stage, the TMOD needs to be introduced the speech title twice, but it was missing in the first speaker. Please make sure in the upcoming meeting. Avoid interruption in between the presentation and speeches. Today, presentation was interrupted due to battery, laptop battery very less. Please make sure laptop has fully charged before starting the presentation. Today meeting was little delayed. Please make sure meeting should be closed at the on time. Overall, the meeting was good. Thank you. I will hand over the session to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rajkumar.
Thank you. Yeah, as we wrap up the today's session, we will be closing the notes saying that the stage will be more enchanted if you all been engaged in thing actually. So, as the Valentine note is to say that instead of spending the day with chocolates or flowers or any other gifts, we can share some of your love and express our things using our elevated thoughts and enchanted words to communicate with them. So, and also as our Toastmaster Vignesh said, self-help is also self-love is also most important into that context of Valentine's Day. So cherish the moments and spread the love and peace across the nation. Thank you. And over to Toastmaster Vijay Shekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajkumar. See, everyone would like to hear some love stories, but you gave history of the story. Really, like, because of the commercialization, the purpose of that event is converted into selling flowers, chocolates. Right? So, interesting perspective. Super. So, yes, we are started with the education session on international speech contest. So, those who learned from this session, please start your script, because March first week or second week we will have club level international speech contest and table topics contest. Right? From today, try to write the script and redefine it, practice it at least for next 15 days. Practice it and deliver on the same stage. Okay, there is new stage for the club contest. So prepare from today itself, because it will reach in a different experience. Even while speaking with Niladri, our area champion, but district he won second place. First time we used to speak in front of almost 20 audience. The second event, this hall was almost full, almost 60 people. In division contest, almost 120 to 130. The stage was really big. That experience, while seeing from a small stage to that big stage, that by experience only 7 minutes he was on the stage, but even I also experienced. That's the first time I just hold the mic in front of that big audience, only because of, even I felt little bit nervous, but this stage gave me super confidence to speak. I feel really confident and I just spoke. Try to use this stage as many number of years possible, as many time as possible. Try to use the stage. Okay, be prepared for the script. If you have any doubt, just reach out to Kavita or me or our VP Education. Okay, anyway, we will roll out the nominations. At least we need to, we have almost 34 members. At least we need 15 plus ISC contestants, right? There is no limitations, I guess, right? Level completion, level 2
completion. But how many people are there? Those are complete level 2.
Almost 50.
After 35, you are getting 15. 15 complete level 2?
Almost 50% is there.
Target them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are there already in level 2, then let them complete it.
Make sure I will complete. Make sure I will make them complete. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we get ready. President, this who is the winner of this today's speaker and the role players. Let me welcome on the stage our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rajkumar. The special gift is for our education session speaker, our area director H1, Toastmaster Kavita. Best tag role player, Toastmaster Van Mugil, accounter. Best role player, Toastmaster Rajkumar, Toastmaster of the day. Best table topic speaker, guest Lakshmi Priya. Best Evaluator, Toastmaster Ponnalalu. Best Speaker, Toastmaster Yasin. First timer, yes sir, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Vignesh. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajkumar. Shall we have 2 more minutes? So I would like to hear from guests. Soumya, please come on the stage and share your experience today's meeting. Is it good?
So actually, this is my first ever session as a Toastmaster here. I really enjoyed the sessions. I don't get the names of you people. Sorry for that actually, but I really enjoyed everyone's table of topic and whatever the events you have organized. I really enjoyed it without any disturbance. Like I have to concentrate completely. It is a very good session. I would like to be a member soon. I would like to join here. I'm very excited. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone wants to share your experience? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
2 more minutes, sir.
Aditya.
Yeah, it was a wonderful session. I got a lot of information. I was hungry today to take a lot of information. So I think I don't know. I have not pointed anyone because I always see as a team. So very nice explanations of how to speak in the stage, how to have eye contact, and how to stand, and all these things are very important, which I never noticed till now. Then after that, the things that we can improve, but I cannot judge because I itself came late. The time standards was there and here, but ultimately a fantastic atmosphere and nice tea. Thank you so much.
Guest Lakshmi Priya.
Hi everyone. So this is the second session which I'm attending as a Toastmaster because earlier I have attended in Medley, which is in Adyar. So I see that in this session, I am able to see each and everyone is able to contribute something or the other. Maybe a counter or maybe evaluator, whomsoever it is, they are able to give the best part here. And I see that each and everyone are helping each other. That is a very attractive thing as I come initially as a guest. And when I was entering, also the people who received me in the front desk were also very interesting and they were very helpful. So I think this is very nice session to come up, to speak up and to communicate with each other because I see each and everyone from different backgrounds. Some are from IT industry, some are from HR, and I see some experienced people like I'm not sure how they name. Kavita, yeah, thank you, Kavita. So I see that everyone are having a good experience, good exposure. So I think this is one of the best stage where we can improve our communication skills, our our daily task, what we have to do. Maybe in terms in the future we want to develop something or we want to grow big and go on a bigger stages. I came to know that a new thing is a contest. I didn't know that the contest is also going in the Toastmasters. So I was able to learn many new things, how to improve ourselves. Like even I was able to see it's a new thing which is like video or recording and also was very new to me. I never thought that we can speak in front of the mirror or we can speak in front of the camera and we can know what self-realization of our speeches are. So those things were very healthy and very good lifestyles going on. Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing the membership, VP membership role as well. Thank you for the positive words. Who is he going to say? Okay, he will be today. Okay, thank you so much for the wonderful experience. It's time, so I declare the 756th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club is adjourned. Please come on the stage for the group photo.
Live and